Welcome back to Quiet Minds, the podcast where we explore the unique experiences of introverts and discuss topics that resonate with those of us who thrive in quieter, calmer, and more reflective spaces. I'm your host, Vanessa, and today we're talking about an important topic and kind of a sensitive topic, and it's why introverts often withdraw when they're feeling stressed and understanding their need for space. If you've ever found yourself retreating from others when life gets too overwhelming or too stressful, or if you've noticed a loved one who tends to withdraw when they're going through something difficult, just know that you are not alone. In this episode, we'll explore why introverts often choose silence and solitude when they're processing their emotions or dealing with life's challenges. And we're going to gain an understanding of why withdrawing as an introvert can be a vital part of their self-care and healing process. And make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to share with you 3 things that you can say to someone to help them better understand your need for solitude during stressful times. So to begin, we need to understand an introvert's need for solitude. And to understand why introverts tend to withdraw when they're going through something, we need to first recognize that solitude is a fundamental part of an introvert's self-care and healing process. Unlike extroverts who might turn to others for guidance and support, introverts need time alone to process their thoughts, their feelings, and reflect on their deepest emotions. They require peaceful and calm spaces that feel safe for their soul, and for an introvert, silence and solitude is safe for them. So when an introvert is going through a challenging time, their need for solitude can become even more pronounced. And whether it's stress at work, personal issues, or an emotional upheaval, introverts often find that the best way to cope is by turning inward. And this doesn't mean that they don't value their relationships or their friendships, or that they're pushing people away. Instead, they're using this time to regroup and find clarity within themselves before they re-engage with the world around them. Processing emotions internally. Another key reason why introverts withdraw is because they process emotions internally. And while some people may feel the need to talk things out with friends or family right away when they're upset or they're hurting, introverts typically prefer to reflect on their own before opening up to others. And this isn't because they don't trust others or don't want support. It's just that they need to fully understand what they're feeling first so they can process what they're feeling. And truth be told, introverts do tend to only trust a handful of people, if that. And for introverts, emotional processing can be a deep, introspective experience, and they may take time to think through the situation, reflect on how it's affecting them, and consider different solutions before discussing it with others. This internal processing allows them to approach their emotions with a sense of calm and clarity rather than reacting impulsively. It's their way of making sense of complex feelings without the external distractions. Avoiding overstimulation. Another reason introverts often withdraw during difficult times is to avoid being overstimulated. And introverts can be highly sensitive to their environment and social interactions, especially during stressful times, as it can feel extremely overwhelming for them. The energy it takes to engage in conversations or deal with social expectations, or even just talking about their feelings out loud, can be too much when they're already feeling drained of energy from dealing with an emotional situation. Also, some introverts find it very difficult to express their emotions and to put how they're feeling into words. So trying to articulate their deep and raw feelings so others can understand them can actually cause an introvert, a sensitive person, to become even more anxious when they're stressed. However, by retreating into solitude, introverts can create a calm and peaceful space where they can rest their emotions, so to speak. And this withdrawal isn't about avoiding people, it's about protecting their own energy. And it allows them to focus on their own needs without the added pressure of having to explain to someone exactly what they're feeling. In these moments, silence and stillness are essential for their own healing process. So this tendency to withdraw can sometimes be misunderstood by others. Family, friends, or partners may feel like an introvert needing alone time is a sign of disinterest or detachment, when in reality, it's just their way of coping and dealing with things. And this can create feelings of isolation for both the introvert and for those around them. And that's why it's important for introverts to communicate their need for space, letting loved ones know that you're taking time to process things and that it's not a reflection of your feelings towards them. And that can go a long way in maintaining healthy and balanced relationships. A simple, honest conversation can bridge the gap and reassure those around you. And by expressing that alone time helps you to recharge and handle emotions more effectively, you not only protect your peace, but you also strengthen the trust and understanding within your relationships. It's about creating a healthy balance between your need for solitude and the needs of those who care about you. It's during these quiet moments of reflection that introverts can gain clarity, process their emotions more deeply, and come out stronger on the other side. When introverts take time to retreat, they often emerge with a better understanding of themselves and the situation they're facing. And this allows them to handle challenges with a clear mind and a renewed sense of focus and empowerment. In fact, many introverts find that withdrawal is a key part of their emotional resilience. And by giving themselves permission to step away from the noise of the outside world, they're able to approach problems with a calm, more measured perspective. This self-awareness and inner strength are some of the greatest assets introverts and sensitive people bring to their relationships with others. So, what are a few things that you can say to someone who might take offense or get upset when you need to withdraw or retreat to solitude? One thing you can say is, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed right now, and some time alone will help me sort through my thoughts and my feelings. You can say, I appreciate your care and concern, but I need some time by myself to process everything that's going on. And lastly, I'm not avoiding you. I just need to step away for a bit so I can reflect on the situation and take care of myself. I just need some time to heal. Communicating your need for solitude during stressful times and letting someone know the way you process things can help people better understand your needs and respect them with a little more compassion. And there you have it, my friends. The reasons why introverts, sensitive people, tend to withdraw when they're going through something stressful. And it's not about shutting people out. It's about taking time to process, feel, and heal their emotions. And by embracing your need as an introvert for solitude, you're able to process your emotions in a healthy way, avoiding feeling overstimulated and coming back stronger. If you're an introvert or a sensitive person who finds yourself retreating during tough times, remember that it's okay to take time for yourself. It's okay to do what's best for your own soul. And if you know an introvert who sometimes pulls away, understand that it's part of their healing process. Give them time and space that they need, and when they're ready, they'll come back feeling more grounded and more centered. Understanding yourself is key to thriving as an introvert. And by recognizing your need for solitude and reflection, you can better manage your energy and emotions during difficult times. And like we said, it's not about shutting others out. It's about knowing when you need to recharge so that you can show up as your best self. This self-awareness allows you to honor your own needs while fostering healthier relationships. At the same time, understanding others, especially if you're not an introvert, can help you support those who may handle stress just a little bit differently. And by embracing the uniqueness of introverted personalities, we can build more compassionate connections, knowing that retreating isn't rejection, but rather a form of self-care and emotional healing. All right, my friends, that's it for today's episode of Quiet Minds. Thank you so much for listening. And if you found this episode helpful, consider sharing it with others because it might help someone better understand you and your need for solitude. Also, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, be sure to subscribe and give this video a quick little like as it helps me as a creator. And as always, feel free to drop your thoughts in the comments below. After all, we're all on this journey of self-discovery together. So until next time, take care of yourself, embrace your quiet strength, and always stay true to who you are in your beautiful heart of hearts.